Welcome back to ChatGPT. Let's talk about ChatGPT to write literature review. I know I have warned you guys that it's very important for you to take note that when we are talking of ChatGPT, we are actually talking of the AI machine. We are actually talking of a language machine. So it's very important for you to know that the use of ChatGPT is not a silver bullet. You need to be very careful, and you need to be aware of the shortcomings of this technology if you have decided to use it. And yeah, I'm also working on using ChatGPT to write a book on the master's and doctoral degree tips and tricks. I want to see if I will be so successful using it. So it's very important for you to take note of that, to the weaknesses that are in there. If you decide to use ChatGPT in academic writing, you need to ensure that you are not committing an act of academic dishonesty. That is important. And although in this group we promote academic excellence through the use of technology, but we also condone any act of academic dishonesty. You need to make sure that you cite the work, use the proper in-text citing, and also the referencing. We don't want you to steal. In this video, I will discuss the steps you may follow. And actually, to be precise, there are 8 steps that you may need to follow. And take note that I'm using the word you may. You may need to follow when using ChatGPT to write literature review. As much as we do not want students to use ChatGPT, the fact out there is they are using it. And one of our challenge as academics is now to find to find or to promote an ethical use of this technology, which is part of this group. We are promoting the ethical use of ChatGPT in education. As I said, that there are 8 steps, or there might be even more, that you may complete before you use ChatGPT. The biggest mistake that most of the students are doing when they are using ChatGPT is just straight away to go to ChatGPT and start doing literature review with ChatGPT. At the end of the day, they all the time that they use, all the time that they spend in ChatGPT, it will be just a waste of time. So you need to make sure that you have got some kind of strategy that you use whenever you want to use ChatGPT, even to write books. There are some kind of strategies that you might need also to use. The main aim of suggesting these steps, the 8 steps, is to make sure that you utilize ChatGPT effectively and efficiently without committing acts of plagiarism. We don't want you to plagiarize other people's work. We don't want you to steal other people's work and claim to be your step. So step number 1, what you need to do is number 1, you need to define your research objective. This don't allow GPT to define research objectives for you. This one you need to do it yourself, and it's very crucial for you to be able to come out with the good research objectives. You need to go and read. So this is the most important step, or the first step, which I think is very crucial, is for you to define your research objectives. And this step will help you to maintain focus and guide your research for relevant sources. ChatGPT, it goes on, if you request something, it goes and try to match millions of articles, millions of publications on the website. And if you define your research objectives, you make the life easier for Chat GPT. I'm using life as if it's a human being, but again, it's a machine. But let's take it as a human being. It's fine. So you need to make sure that the focus is you maintain focus and guide your search for relevant information. So this is one of the most important steps that you cannot ignore. Step number 2, identifying keywords in the search terms. Identify those keywords first. Don't go to ChatGPT and start writing things there without giving the machine the keywords, because the keywords will actually help chat to search relevant information for you, and these keywords will help you to narrow your search and gather pertinent information. For you to use to identify keywords, you can actually use. There are so many tools that are out there. There is also Google Keyword Planner that you can also use. There are also other keyword research tools that you can also use. Go on internet and search. You will find some of those tools that you can use. But it's actually very important to narrow your study, and to help ChatGPT to gather information that is actually relevant to your study. Step number 3, you need to familiarize yourself with ChatGPT. And some of the things that you need to familiarize yourself with is actually the limitations of ChatGPT. You also need to familiarize yourself with some of the cheat sheets that are out there. Um, it's very important for you to take note of, of, of that. Then these are some of the limitations for ChatGPT. I actually this is, I think, the third time for me to show this slide. So I'm not gonna waste much time, but you need to take note. Lack of originality, which is one of the most important thing of all that you need to take note of. Then logic error. There's too much of that repetition. I've got a video on redundance, so you need to actually go as well and listen to that video. And the lack of originality is much of a bigger concern, because when we are writing as PhDs and as masters, one thing that we are looking for is originality of your work. Then step number 4, generating an initial literature review outline. You need to come out with a literature review outline before you actually engage with ChatGPT. And I have said that outline the main section of your literature review is actually very tricky, because in most cases, what students are doing, they just go to ChatGPT and try and try to search to start writing without the outline. And for you also to come out with an outline, it requires you to go and read. You have to read first for you to know what arguments are in your topic. And that is the advantage of you going and do your proper reading without using ChatGPT, because when you are reading on your own, you can actually see the debates that are out there, the arguments that are out there. You can actually group scholars by their arguments. Who is against a certain in technology, for example, ChatGPT? Who is for ChatGPT? You can actually tell just by reading around, and it's actually easier for you to come out with an outline when you first read. So, this is one challenge that most students who want to use ChatGPT might actually end up finding. Okay, and this is one example of an outline, a literature review outline. sample. So before you write, you go on to go to a ChatGPT to do anything, make sure that you have got an outline to follow, so that your work becomes organized, and your work will have a structure. So yes, you need to make sure that you have an outline. Then step number 5, engage with ChatGPT for research assistant. So now you can, now when you have got your key, you have got your research objectives, you have got your keywords, you have got your outline, you have got your outline. Then yes, you can now go on now to ChatGPT and now do the work. But it's actually important as well to make sure that I talked about the cheat sheets, I talked about the prompts. There's another video that is coming on the prompts that you can also use when you are engaging with the ChatGPT. One example is what are the current trends in, and you type your research topic, or can you provide an overview of the main theories on, then you put your research question. And in the next slide, this is what I have done. I have actually asked the GTP, can you provide an overview of the main theories on food insecurity? And ChatGPT, this is its response. It tells me that certainly food insecurity is a complex issue, influenced by various factors, and the researchers have developed several theories to understand these causes. This is ChatGPT that wrote this. Here is an overview of some of the main theories of food insecurity. So it has given me the list of all these theories that I can look. For every theory, it have explained. They've just given me as just a brief, I think 3 to 4 lines of explanation on the theory, but I just deleted because of space. So this is what ChatGPT actually suggested to me. So if I'm studying on food insecurity, these are some of the theories that I can actually go and check and see which one I can use. And don't forget that some of these theories, actually this is the ChatGPT who wrote this. It's actually ChatGPT went on and say these theories often overlap, and researchers may use a combination of them to better understand the multifaceted nature of food insecurity in different contexts. It's important to consider the interplay of various factors when addressing and developing strategies to mitigate food insecurity. So you see what ChatGPT GPT can also do whenever we are talking about using it in literature review. Then step number 6. Now you need to review in selecting generated information. I told you, and I've emphasized that this is a machine. It also makes a lot of mistakes. So it's very important for you to make sure that you actually carefully review the content that it generates, considering its relevance, accuracy, and coherence. Some of the information that ChatGPT gives you have got nothing to do with your topic. So you need to make sure that you are on guard for that. Extract keywords, relevant references, and insightful arguments from the response, and incorporate them into your literature review. There are so many valuable information that ChatGPT can give it to you. So you need to make sure that you also incorporate that in your, and be sure to cite and attribute the sources appropriately. Uh, that is one thing that you cannot do, is to make sure that you cannot plagiarize, you cannot steal other people's work and claim as if it's your work. It's not your work. Ensure coherence and flow. I think in one of the videos, redundant, ChatGPT redundant, I talk about the repetition. There is a lot of redundancy that comes out with ChatGPT. So it's very important that you also use your critical thinking skills to connect the generated content with your research objective and existing knowledge. And one thing that you also need to take note of is the machine have got its limitation, especially when it comes to text synthesis. So some of these you need to do it yourself. You need to rearrange, you need to rephrase, you need to extend upon the generated text to ensure that it aligns with the structure and purpose of your review. And so you still see that it is just the same as someone who is going into the library and reading, not taking some notes down, and in preparation for literature review. So that's what ChatGPT is all about. Is also to do that. And here are some of the those shortcomings for ChatGPT that you need to take note of. Then editing and proofreading. I will come out with another video on editing and proofreading, but you also need to take note that when you are using ChatGPT, it's very important for you to ensure that there is editing, there is proofreading, because there is a lot of grammatical errors, inconsistency, referencing, and overall clarity. So it's very important to take this step to ensure your literature review is polished and is professional. There are so many people that will tell you that I can't send my work for proofreading. I'm very good when it comes to writing my English, but I think that is not the way to go. Just try to give people that are trained in proofreading, in editing, so that they can also polish your work. Thank you so much.